5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Let's hang out for 30 minutes, as the title suggests. This will be a pretty short one, man. Short and sweet, 30-minute shot. Just going to be hanging out, shooting the shit. Have a lot of studying to do for some exams coming up. So that is what I'm going to be doing from the time that I sign off here to probably midnight. That's my plan. My daughter just went down for a good nap. She'll probably sleep until 4:30 or so, or I'm going to have to wake her up at 4:30. I'll be studying until then. Then my wife is going to put my daughter down to bed at 7:30 or 8. And then from then on, I will be studying. All sorts of stuff, man. But it's good. Pumped. But hope everybody's doing good to see you, Stuart. Vince, good to see you, man. Hope everybody is doing well. Let me turn this music down in my headphones. So what's new? I saw some Lucasfilm, or Lucasfilm, what was it? Games? Lucasfilm Games. Is that what it's called? Yeah. So I saw somebody post something about Lucasfilm Games. The official home for Lucasfilm Games on Twitter, bringing you the latest news on Lucasfilm Games and the Star Wars galaxy and beyond. And I was like, oh, this is cool, a new announcement. But then I looked at the Twitter page, and I've been following this Twitter account for like, I don't know, for over a year? Something like that? So, like, they've been around for a long time. I don't know. I have no idea what this entails. I don't know. I have no idea what's new or different or what. But, yeah, I have no idea. EA is losing their exclusivity. LucasArts is back on it. Oh, okay. I got you. LucasArts, but gotcha. Okay. So EA is not, does not have the exclusivity. That's great. I mean, what I've been saying for forever, basically, since EA acquired the license, or even Disney acquired the franchise. You know, I want the license to kind of be spread to various developers, or if that's the case, you get more unique Star Wars games, right? And I think that's what we all want. I want some small indie studio to make a real-time Star Wars strategy game on Steam. I want those. I want that. And then I also want, I don't know, an open world game like a Fallout. And then I want a top-down game like a Legend of Zelda SNES type game, but in Star Wars universe, right? But yeah, that's what an ideal world. As much as I've really enjoyed what EA has made, in an ideal world for variety and creativity, and the different types of Star Wars games that we all want, spread it around, jingle jangle, man. But anyway, cool. I'll have to read more into that, but yeah, we'll see. Caleb Kemp, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I greatly appreciate that. Hello there. You're starting Firefighter Academy. I'm starting my next college class today. Nice, man. That's awesome. That's big stuff. There's a lot of people doing big stuff lately. You guys might know Sean. I would assume he doesn't care if I divulge this information. Sean R. You've probably seen him. He's a mod. I met him out at EA Play last year. No, 2019. He actually just left for boot camp, Marines. So awesome stuff, man. What's up, Brandon? Speak of the devil. You know Sean very well, I believe. But what's going on, man? But yeah, Caleb, it's been a really fun ride just for only 2 weeks now. But I can't wait. I cannot wait to kind of get deeper into it. But oh, my bad. It's all good. Really? I feel like we've talked about it before on these live streams. I know for a fact he's mentioned it on these live streams before, and we've talked about it. But zip. Dude, I don't know how you run as much as you do in the time that you do. I'm trying to lose weight, get fit, and I can't hit those numbers at all. LOL, gonna keep trying. Josh, it's a work. You got to put in the work, right? You're doing it right now. Trust me. My best. So let me bring up my my most recent. But yeah, Caleb, best of luck, man. That's great. New class, kick some ass. But the last time that I ran, Josh, my average pace well, where did it go? This is the wrong one. My average pace for 4 miles was 7:37 per mile for 4 miles. My best pace was 4 minutes and 21 seconds per mile. The last little tenth of my fourth mile, I just sprinted as hard as I could, and that was my best pace of the entire 4-mile run, was 4:21 per mile. But yeah, so like when I started this journey, man, it was back in March or April. And I was running like 10.5-minute miles, 11-minute miles. And now, you know, we're in January and I'm almost breaking it. And I've basically been running 4 miles to 5 miles since then. So like nothing's really changed mileage wise, but time has drastically changed. So from then to now, you know, I've decreased my mileage time by like 4 minutes per mile, like 3 to 4 minutes per mile. So, you know, it's all about the work that you put in. And it shouldn't be about like, well, sometimes I'm very competitive with myself when it comes to that, Josh. Like if I'm running and I look down at my watch and I'm not at like a 7:45 pace and I'm on my second mile, I'm like, fuck you. And I just pick it up a little bit. I'm very competitive with myself when it comes to that. But, you know, if you're out there, you're doing it right. And the time comes, you know, but anyway, keep it up, man. Everybody get out there. Okay, I'm actually stuck in basement. No kidding. That's great. I hope you're doing all right. Are the symptoms pretty bad? I know I've known people that get it and it's nothing for them. And then I know people who are just completely bedridden. But yeah, hope you get well soon. Doing the right thing for sure. I do the same, looking at my pace on the activity tracker, LOL. Yeah, it's good. It's good motivation for sure, Josh. Absolutely. Yeah, it's very good motivation to kind of like push yourself and keep a pace up for sure. Yeah. But do I have IKEA furniture, Sam? Nothing that you're looking at in that picture is from IKEA. Yeah, nothing that you're looking at in the loop is from IKEA. Now, my office is a different story. I have some IKEA dressers and on IKEA, a couple IKEA like side tables for my desk, but that's about it. Can't smell. I'm a week into it. Well, hopefully you're on the final tail end of it, man. That sucks. Just drink lots of water. You'll be all right. You're a young buck. Who else wishes for trench runs in Squadron? I would love something like that, man. I would love something like that. Man, I was talking to my buddy. He was in town with his wife and his 2-year-old son, or not even 2-year-old son, yesterday. And we all hung out. We went to a park together. You know, me and him, we had some Moscow mules at 10 in the morning as our kids played on the playground. And we were talking about Squadrons. This is the guy who I've known him since I was like 13 years old. He was actually the first person I ever met in high school. He's a year older than me. So I've known him for 21 years, which is crazy. But he's the guy that I've taken a picture of his arm before. He has a full Star Wars sleeve. You can find it on Instagram, this picture that I took. I think it was from 2018, maybe. If you scroll back that far, you'll see a picture of his sleeve. It's insane. But yeah, we were talking about Squadrons yesterday, and I was like, have you played it much? And he was like, maybe like 10 hours. I was like, yeah, me too. We really like the campaign, and then just for whatever reason, we have not been able to get into the multiplayer as much as I suspect, or I expected to, you know. But anyway. Jamie Lee Claus, good to see you, man. Thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Jamie says, hey there. Thanks again for the song recommendations. Been listening to Size of the Moon on repeat for the past days. All my friends love it too. Nice, man. Anytime. Yeah, that's a great album. Absolutely great band. Jamie is talking about a band called Pine Grove. One of my favorite bands in the past few years. Absolutely love them. And there's a song of theirs called Size of the Moon. The album that song is on is called Cardinal. I love that album. Great album from start to finish. It's awesome. But I think Size of the Moon is my favorite. There's a live version on YouTube, Jamie, that is great too. I love it. But yeah, man, they're a really great band. I've been wanting a Pine Grove t-shirt for a long time. I haven't I mean, I know they sell them, but I haven't looked at them in a while. Maybe I'll get one. But yeah, let me find you. There's a Chambers Cymbals Eat Guitars Chambers? I think that's the name of the album. Okay, no, here.
Stream live and on-demand TV.
Now desktop audio and see if this is what I'm thinking of. Now, this is not a song for everybody, but, you know, yeah, here. This is so Jamie. I'm gonna link another song by a band called Cymbals Eat Guitars. It's a song called Chambers. It's not a song. I mean, I love it. I think the lyrics are great, and it's a really good like driving song. You might like it. Algernon Cadwallader is a band that's pretty fun. Some kind of Caldwell. Yeah, listen to this too. Again, these songs. I love this kind of music. I love this kind of music. These two songs that I just linked. If I put these on for my wife, and me and my wife see eye to eye about music 99.999% of the time, but she cannot stand these two bands or these songs, but I love them. So let me know what you think of these two. Oh, the one that I just linked, the Algernon one, is the full album, but the first song on the album is probably my favorite on the entire album. But anyway, check them out, man. But I'm glad you like it. And give the Algernon song a full listen, because both of those songs that I linked can go from like screaming to like really melodic stuff in a switch, and they're really great. They're really fun. But yeah, man. Anyway, let me know what you think of those as I listen to it. Anyway, man, cheers. Let me turn the desktop audio back on. Cool. I'm glad you liked it, man. Give those a listen too. And Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Check out Greenland. Truly hits home in post 2020. Is that the horror movie that I'm thinking of? No, it's not. This is not what I'm thinking of at all. Oh, me and my wife actually watched a movie this weekend. But I'll mention that in a second. So Greenland, beware comets of Greenland. Gerard Butler is here to protect Earth and show audiences an improbably entertaining time. I've never heard of this. I guess the reason that I haven't heard of a lot of movies is because they're not on the big screen, and I find that I don't really see any trailers or anything like that, right? Okay. Let's see. I'll watch a trailer after this. I'll check this out. Scott Glenn. Oh, what do I know her from? Marina Baccarin? What do I know her from? Was she in... No, she's not in Rest. What is she? What do I know her from? Oh, Serenity. Yeah. And... Is that what I'm thinking of her from? Yeah, maybe. Oh, Homeland. Yeah, that's right. Okay, Homeland. Homeland, yeah. Okay, anyway. I'll check this out. Yeah. I'll keep this up. We watched, Oscar, we watched a movie called Freaky with Vince Vaughn. My wife wanted to watch it. It's worth a watch. It's a stupid movie. It's goofy. I actually kind of wish that, without spoiling anything, I wish they would have played up the goofiness a little bit more. I feel like, the whole switcheroo thing could have been way more over the top and silly, which I would have liked. But yeah, it's worth a watch. Basically, I'm not spoiling anything here. It's given away in the trailers. Basically, Vince Vaughn is a serial killer, and he swaps. It's like Freaky Friday, one of those soul-swapping, body-swapping movies. And Vince Vaughn is a serial killer, and then he swaps, like, consciousness, swaps bodies with a high school girl. Yeah, I think it was for purchase on Google Play, and my wife has so much Google Play money from filling out these reward surveys, that Google sends over every day. So we bought it on there, but anyway, I don't know why we bought it. We could have waited. Stupid. Anyway, I appreciate that, Oscar. It's worth a watch. And Scarlet Hottie, thank you so much for the channel support. Grogu was an honorary member of the human species. Okay. So, I guess, is the human species held in such regard like a honorary doctorate degree from a university? Is the human species something that Grogu should aspire to? I don't know, but all right, we can give him an honorary membership to our fucked up species, I suppose. But cheers, Scarlet. I appreciate that. I think Grogu's species, whatever it's going to be called, if they're going to divulge that information, because that's kind of one of the few mysteries in Star Wars left alive, right? Yoda's species, Grogu's species, whatever the hell it's called. Maybe we should all aim to be honorary members of it, rather than them becoming honorary members of the humans. But anyway, I appreciate that, Scarlet. Hope you're doing well. Google rewards can be used to send super chats. Easy way to support your favorite. I did not know that. Oh, that's really interesting. I appreciate you bringing that to my attention. The only thing I've ever used Google reward points for, is audiobooks and movies, and maybe like the full version of an app or something like that in the past. But I did not know that you could use Google Play reward points for super chats. That's cool. Keep that in mind for not me. I'm not saying that for me, for anybody else. That's cool, man. Yeah, if you guys don't know about the Google rewards thing, my buddy told me about it when I first got my Pixel. And I think you can get it for any phone. I don't think it's just a Pixel thing. I could be wrong. But you download this app, and then every once in a while, Google will send you like a survey to fill out. And every survey is like 25 cents or something like that. Some surveys are like 45 cents. But all it is like, have you been to Publix lately? Did you make a purchase with your debit card? Do you have your receipt that you can take a picture of? And I always say no, and then I just get like 30 cents. And over time, you can buy a movie. But anyway, it's pretty cool. They should be called Yodaman. Singular Yodaman. Okay. The Yoders. Hey, man. Y'all seen any of them there Yoders? Oh yeah, Office is off of Netflix. Yeah, I saw that. We've watched The Office so often, but like, yeah, I wonder if that's really going to hurt Netflix at all. I mean, I'm not canceling my subscription because of that, The Office, I've seen The Office so many times. Occasionally we'll go through it again, like if we just get the itch to watch a couple episodes, but I don't know. I need to start like unsubscribing from streaming services as soon as we finish watching a show. Like, well, it's really tough now with a kid because, my daughter likes a bunch of shows on Netflix, likes a bunch of shows on Amazon Prime, likes a bunch of shows on Disney. So, like, we almost have to have them all. But I think when it comes to kids stuff, I like Amazon's list more. When it comes to kids shows, because Like, Amazon has Daniel Tiger, and Dora the Explorer, and like Busy Town, and I feel like it has a lot better, more, I guess maybe educational is the right word, than some of the other ones. Like Netflix, yeah, I mean, you can find stuff like that on Netflix too, but for the most part, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, anyway. Josh Gonzalez and Steven Homelat, good to see you guys. Thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I greatly appreciate that, guys. Josh says, boom, super chat for HG. Thanks to Google. Happy New Year, HG. Cheers. Well, dude, thank you so much. And thank you, Google Rewards. I appreciate that, man. I had no idea that was even possible. But I greatly appreciate that. Cheers right back at you, man. Happy New Year as well. It's been a crazy new year. Oh, 21 is going to be so much better than 2022. You got a bunch of fucking lunatics right in the Capitol. You know what's crazy, man? I was talking to my wife about this morning, and you know how you can like look at a map and see what pictures you've taken, and where you've taken these pictures at. And this is speaking of the Capitol thing. I've been going to Gatlinburg, Tennessee with my family since I was born. It's been a 50-year family tradition in my extended family that everybody goes up to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and rents a big-ass cabin, and we just eat and drink and play and be merry. And there's like a ton of us, like 40 of us. And went up there this year, or last year, February of 2020. And going to the same t-shirt shops that I've been in 1,000 times. And I took a picture of this particular t-shirt, and I rounded the corner and I see this. It's like nothing but, pictures of Trump on a fucking tank with skulls and flames and stuff. Being a meme, being something that he is not. But then there's a t-shirt there that had the Capitol building, and I took a picture of this. That had a Capitol building. The Capitol building with a Confederate flag on top, and it said, "I have a dream." And this disgusted me so fucking much. I took a picture of it, and it's been on my phone. And yesterday, this morning, I remembered that picture, and I was like, I should post this and tag Gatlinburg in it. Like, this fucking disgusting piece of shit t-shirt that now resonates with me way more because of what we saw last Wednesday, right? Like, and my reaction when I saw this t-shirt and I took a picture of this t-shirt wasn't like, oh, this is possible. It was, what fucking giant piece of shit loser would wear this t-shirt for its racism, for its treasonous. It's disgusting. And I debated about posting it on Twitter this morning. So, yeah, man, like. And it wasn't just this t-shirt. It was this. What's weird, some of you guys have probably been to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. It's cradled in the Smoky Mountains. It's a fun town, man. You got your laser tag, you got your arcades, you got your breweries. It's a fun town, but it's also, there's a ton of like really shitty t-shirt shops that sell really shitty stuff like that. And like, yeah, what kind of fucking loser would buy that shirt and wear it? And what's really interesting is that the people that own this shop, they're not who you think they are. They're people that are they're foreign people, and they're like kind of placating and selling t-shirts to idiots, gross people. It's weird. It's a weird dynamic. Maybe I'll post that picture on Twitter, but like it disgusted me, man. Disgusted me. But yeah. How do we get on that? That picture, man. Made my blood boil. I do not understand how people. I don't get it, man. If it was not for party loyalty. If we all just started fresh without any kind of political doctrine. And I'm not a party cheerleader. I have no team. But if it was not for party loyalty, would anybody be defending this motherfucker? Would anybody? If it wasn't for steadfast political partisanship and political party loyalty, would anybody be defending this man? And I don't find that I don't see that as a political statement. I find that to be a statement of character about a man. You know, it's weird. It's weird, man. It's gross. Cheers, guys. Anyway, Steven, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I greatly appreciate that. Hey, HG, wanted to send a belated congrats and good luck on the Fire Academy and the Jags' first draft pick. Well, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, Fire Academy's been fun so far. Like I said, I'm only 2 weeks in, but learning a lot and studying a lot. Like a lot. Like, dude, Steve, going into the Fire Academy, I was super nervous. I'm the kind of guy who, and look, I'm 34. The last time I was in school was, I don't even know how many years ago. At least taking it serious, you know? I've really never taken it serious as I am now. So, like, going into this, I was super nervous. Am I going to retreat back to my old ways and just kind of blow off homework and stuff like that? Am I just going to flake out on studying for exams and whatnot? And no, that is not the case. Like, my head has been in a book. If I'm not streaming, if I'm not working out or going on a run, my head has been in a book, studying like EMT certification stuff or all sort. You know what I mean? It's so like I don't know. My head is way more. If I had the mentality I have right now at the age of 34 when I was like 21. I mean, that's what I guess. I mean, everybody's like that too. But like, this is the first time in my life when it comes to studying, when it comes to school, when it comes to a goal that's attainable through, you know, schoolwork, basically. This is the first time in my life I've ever buckled down and just knocked the shit out without complaining, right? And I kind of fully attribute my attitude right now to being a dad and having a daughter, you know? It's just like there is no fucking failure, right? It is 100% all in. But yeah, man, it's been fun so far. Cheers, man. And Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much for the channel support. Oscar says, anyone else would have been shot going to Capitol Hill. Yeah, how... That's one of the biggest surprises to me is I think we've all seen the I mean, the Secret Service does not fuck around, right? That's been one of the biggest surprises to me. You have this well, first of all, I don't think that'll ever happen again. I think if there is a mob going into the Capitol building, smashing windows and throwing shit around, I don't think the Secret Service, I don't think the Capitol Hill Police will sit idly by, and I think they will be much quicker to react. I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It was crazy. That was like one of the first things that I thought after seeing like some of the more atrocious videos. Like, how the fuck did was there not like... Yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy. I don't know.
I just wanted to say thank you for all your content over the years. It has been really nice to have someone level-headed and generally positive be a voice in the fandom to break up the, as you call it, dum-dum talk.
What for a thing? Wolfrat thing. Did I say it correctly? Probably not, but give me one sec, man. I greatly appreciate that ridiculously generous super chat and channel support this afternoon. I got Jamie, Sam, Woof, Icy, and Vince. Thank you guys so much. But yeah, Oscar, I completely agree, and I don't know if they were taken off guard or they didn't expect what came, but
I like in
that was
some
one of my
sci-fi
first reactions
plots
was,
like you're from this planet, I don't like you. We on this planet stick together, but we don't like you. I always think, wow, how did you sort a whole planet out?
Vince, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Give me one sec. But yeah, Oscar. Cheers, man. Where is the next one? Oh, Jamie Lee Claus, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Jamie, I love this question. Because I have my high school years were basically spent pulling pranks. And I'll tell you guys a few. Me and my friends, literally used to, every weekend, we would just drive around. I had a white Ford Explorer when I was 16. We all had our own cars. We would pile into one another's cars. We would fill up super soakers with water and like go to the movie theater and just spray kids. You know, this was like 2002, so don't do this now. But we would do stupid shit like that. Some of my favorite things we did when we were, 17, 16 years old and in high school, one that I actually wrote about in the book was, when Wi-Fi first became available, we would drive around drive around neighborhoods connecting to unsecured Wi-Fi networks that had a printer connected to the network. You know how you can see a printer on a network? And then, again, this was like 2002, 2003. And we would connect to Wi-Fi connections and just print, like max out the printer queue, 999, 999, and just print like 999 pages of porn. Or whatever the amount of paper was in their printer, right? And again, this was unsecure Wi-Fi networks with printers on them. And this was like 2002 or 2003. That's one of my favorite things that we did as idiot kids. But we also, one thing that we did, we used to we called it baking a cake. We would bake cakes on people's front doorsteps and put flour and water, just make a giant, stupid. We were kids. We also used to do what we called suit pranking. And we would get one of my buddies to dress like a pimp. We would get him to wear and I've actually seen somebody do this recently, and which is kind of funny on YouTube. But this was in 2002. When we go to the mall, my buddy would be dressed as a pimp, and me and three of my other friends would have, Goodwill suits on. We're 16 years old, 17 years old. These things are huge. They're like 2XL suits, and we would walk around with earpieces pretending to be this guy's entourage, his Secret Service, and we would get pulled into the mall security. Stupid. But yeah, we did a lot of if we were driving around the city or the neighborhood or whatnot, we would all have super soakers in the car. There'd be four of us, each window, and we would stop at a red light, and a kid that we knew or something like that, another 16-year-old kid would have his window down, and my buddies would just hose him with water. And it was ridiculous. I don't know. There's just so many stupid things that we used to do when we were kids. But, yeah, really dumb stuff, man. My buddy was in charge of the website, the high school website, knew the password to it. And for 24 hours, it was nothing but penis pictures for about 24 hours before somebody could fix it. Parked in the school parking lot. Yeah. So that's how it goes, man. 16 years old with a license. The night was ours, right? Anyway, I appreciate that, man. A lot of stupid stuff we used to do. Sam Rowe, thank you so much for the super chat. Pro tips for firefighting: pouring water on a fire is an effective method for putting it out. Pouring gasoline is less effective. I appreciate that, man. I'll write that down on a flashcard, and remember that for an exam. I am really excited to kind of get into the science of everything. There was a huge fire in Jacksonville last night, I think. 100 firefighters were called. It was like an abandoned historic building, and it was just burning to a crisp. I'm excited to get into that portion of it, right? But I appreciate that. That tip, man. I appreciate that. And Wolf Rat Thing, thank you so much for the generous super chat and channel support. Wolf Rat says, I just wanted to say thank you for all your content over the years. It has been really nice to have someone level-headed and generally positive be a voice in the fandom to break up the, as you call it, dumb talk. Well, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, so I'm glad you said generally positive. Whenever somebody says, you know, positive YouTuber or positive something, I always feel like I don't know if I should be lumped into that, because I'm often negative about the things that I don't like, right? But there is a big difference between, like, you know, the people who make 100 videos about the same topic, beating it like a dead horse over and over again, or just make 'em up on YouTube and pump out 6 videos a day, and myself and a bunch of other Star Wars creators, right? So I really appreciate that. I get what you're saying, man. I completely get it. It's not, you know, what I'm talking about isn't just like exclusive to Star Wars YouTube. It's a problem with all social media and YouTube and all topics, right? People just playing make 'em up. People just playing that salacious headline. People just trying to get them clicks over nothing. People making a big deal about nothing. And that's what I try to avoid, right? I have zero desire to become that, or entertain that. Or you see people just constantly fighting this dumb culture war, thinking I don't know, man. Like, there's some men on this goddamn platform that embarrass the shit out of me, you know? But, I don't know. Anyway, cheers, man. You're positively negative YouTuber. There you go. Cheers, man. But Wolf, thank you so much. I really appreciate that generous super chat channel support this afternoon. I always try to be level-headed. I always try to see different sides to the opinions of everyone, you know, when it comes to Star Wars things. And the problems that I have with the community, the fandom, have nothing to do with opinions. Why would I give a shit whether or not someone likes or dislikes a thing that I like or dislike? The problem that I have with the fandom and the community is the problem that I have with the internet and YouTube and, you know, clickbait as a whole. Yeah, so like, HelloGreedo doesn't like other people's opinions. No, man, you're only saying that because you're kind of a goon. Yeah, I mean, it's so easy to call some of these people out on just being salacious clickbait bullshitters, right? That, you know, they have to spin it as HelloGreedo or so-and-so doesn't like my opinions. No, motherfucker, I don't care what you think about Star Wars. Why would I care? No, I just think you're a giant loser. Making something out of nothing. Oh, my God. It's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing. I don't like what this actress said. Cool, dude. Get that money, I suppose. What a wonderful thing to fight for in your life. Ridiculous. Icy Bubba, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Where's it going? Trump posted a video calling for peace. It was removed for inciting violence. Whether you want to support Trump or not, that was such a douche move. What, removing it? Removing it? No, it wasn't. The reason that it's removed, dude, the reason that it's removed, I believe, is... Well, look, if we're talking about banning people off of platforms, that is a really... It's not as black and white as I think some people make it out to be. For me, I found it more... what's the word I'm looking for? More, I don't even know. Like, I don't know. I found it to be better when he would post or others would post and there would be a disclaimer saying that this, you know, this is kind of bullshit. I found the disclaimer to be more effective than just straight out removing, if that makes sense. It also adds fuel to the fire for, like, you know, victimization oh my God, everybody's playing victim right now because of this shit, right? Look, man, if you run around, if his goddamn judges, if members of his own party, if everybody is saying, disagreeing with this whole rigged thing. Lindsey Graham says, you told me 66,000 people voted illegally. Where are they? You haven't brought one to me. If Lindsey Graham is saying that, come on, man. Like, who are we going to believe? The judges? Even his lawyers are going up to these judges being like, yeah, we're not claiming fraud. Like, we know what this guy is. He's a flim-flam man. He's the, you know, he's a brand. He can never lose. We know what this guy is. We know what kind of man this is, right? He's a petty bullshitter. I mean, people know that. Even his supporters have to know that, right? You have to know what he is. So like when you run and what's really interesting is like when everybody else, when his judges, when everybody in the political apparatus is saying, yeah, this is legitimate, man. And then the one person, the one guy that we all know is like a narcissistic bullshitter flim-flam man, is saying, no, it was rigged. The one, and everybody believes him. I mean, what? I don't get it. It's so like, I voted for members of both major political parties. I got a book behind me written by George W. Bush and John McCain. I have a book by Eisenhower behind me as well. I moved my books to the back bookshelf. So I'm not a partisan. I don't believe in any one political party. So I've voted for members of both political parties in my life. I have things that I'm uber right on. I have things that I'm uber left on, right? I'm hard to pinpoint and back into a corner when it comes to opinions. And this is not partisanship. Has never been about partisanship. I do not understand as a man how someone can like this guy as a man. It has nothing to do with policy, but as a man. I don't, it's so baffling to me. I will never understand it. And again, I don't know if it wasn't for absolute political loyalty, if it wasn't for absolute political loyalty, like party loyalty, you know, I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat. If it wasn't for party loyalty, would anybody like this guy? I mean, imagine this man under the banner of any other political party. You know, if you're a Republican, imagine this guy as a Democrat. Would you fucking like him? Would you? Imagine him as a Green Party member. Would you like him? I mean, he you know, he's a man that he lacks every virtue that we have a name for. I don't understand it. It's one of the more baffling things that I've ever seen. Because, and again, I always have to preface this by saying I'm not a partisan. Like, I voted for members of both major political parties. This is an objection of character. I will never understand it. And on a macro level, I could never understand. I could never wave the flag of a man's name. That shit creeps me the fuck out. It does. I don't know. It's strange. It's just, I don't know. I don't understand it. Well, that's the thing, Icy. You don't like his character, but you like his policy. So imagine, you know, his policies resonated with people for a lot of people, right? But he was his biggest enemy. And I believe the character of my nation, the demagoguery, you know, it's one. I could never get behind him. If he was a different man, you know, you probably have some very different results. But the past 4 years, I think people are just sick of the bullshit, the obvious bullshit. So, you know, the nation spoke. It's one thing to like his policies. I mean, I guess I get it. And that's the thing, like, I said that I voted for I voted for a candidate of both political parties in my life, major political parties. And whenever my candidate lost, I always understood I always understood the merit or why someone would vote for the other candidate, you know. I always got it, you know. If my candidate lost, I could look at the winner and understand the merit, why someone would support them. I could understand it, right? Look back in the past 20 years, I you know, at candidates. I get it. But this is the first time in my entire life where I mean, the GOP, the Republican Party, has lost me. They lost me when they allowed this man to become the face of their party. And I think, and you know, a lot of my friends and family feel the same way. To let this demagogue, this flim-flam man, not even rise through the ranks, but just kind of become the party. It's the Trump party now. Sorry, man, you've lost me forever, you know. You've lost me forever. But, I don't know. Anyway. But I appreciate that, Icy. No, trust me, I got friends and family who feel the same way as you, but let's see. Vince Wynn, I like in some sci-fi there's plots like, you're from this planet, I don't like you. We on this planet stick together, we don't like you. I always think, wow, how did you sort a whole planet out? Yeah, it is funny. Like, even like the Next Generation with the Federation and stuff like that, it's very wishful thinking, right? If you started like from complete scratch and you just had like one tribe, oh, we all get together, but give it 20 years, not even that, give it a week, you'd have infighting, right? So it's always funny to kind of, well, obviously that's like a metaphor for like, squabbling nations, right? This planet sticks together, this planet sticks together, these planets fight it out. But yeah, you're right. Oh, you saw Moon, Vince. Yeah, you saw Moon. I remember I had Moon in my first office. You ever go back and like watch my early videos, you probably see a Moon poster in there. I'm pretty sure it appeared a few times. But dude, Moon was I was so excited for that movie. When did that come out? 2009? Let me see. Moon movie. Yeah, 2009. Okay. So yeah, 2009 the movie came out. It's called Moon. And it's directed by Duncan Jones, David Bowie's son, starring Sam Rockwell. And it's I'm not going to give anything away, but you know, if you like kind of slow sci-fi with an awesome soundtrack, watch it. It's called Moon. In fact, I'll link the IMDb right here. It's worth watching, man. I think it's pretty short. It's an hour and a half. Moon was great. I remember being super excited for it. You know, the trailer came out, was reading about it. It just, you know, in 2009, which is hard to believe. That's a long time ago now. 12 years? Jesus. Just being so excited for it, for, you know, something different, something, I was just super pumped for it. And I saw it, the opening night, with my wife and, a couple of my friends and their girlfriends and wives. And, it's a great movie, man. Sam Rockwell. It's one of the reasons that, like, whenever somebody asks me what, actor I would love to see in a Star Wars movie, my go-to is Sam Rockwell. Just because for Moon, and also for like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I mean, even Green Mile. He's just such a versatile actor. He can play anything. So yeah, Sam Rock. Anyway, glad you liked Moon, man. It's a great movie. Got it on Blu-ray somewhere. But yeah, that's some homework for you guys. Vince also watched 127 Hours last weekend. So watched a couple of my favorite movies. Anyway, man. Cheers. Yeah, Sam Rockwell in Vice was great. Absolutely. Yeah, he's one of the best actors, man. He's just fantastic. Yeah. But anyway, I appreciate that, Vince. Overlorded Sith. God, I'm so behind. I apologize, guys. Oh yeah, Galaxy Quest for sure. Overlorded Sith, Caretaker, Jamie Lee, Overlorded, Just Jedi, Icy, Nuka-Cola Dog, Sofa Sith. All right, I'm gonna have to maybe talk a little faster. This is gonna be a 30-minute stream. We're at an hour. I'm losing Fire Academy study time. Overlorded says, check out the Twitter Degio Knox page. Let me see what that is. Nothing. Is it all one word? Did I spell it wrong? Did I spell it wrong? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Patreon. Oh, nice. 3D artist, modder, photographer. There's also this month I've proven him to be Beskar Hart, Range Trooper. Oh, so he makes mods and stuff like that for Battlefront 2. Oh, that's cool, man. I'm gonna post this up. Oh, that's okay. There's something. He made a Bo-Katan. That's pretty awesome. I've never once. Has anybody else never done this? I've never once downloaded a mod for the new Battlefront game, Battlefront 2. I never have. I should check that out. Is that against the rules? Can you get banned for that? I thought there was something that could mess you up. Obviously, when you download these mods, nobody else can see them. You're the only one that can see them. That's cool, man. I appreciate you bringing that summer multiplayer safe. Oh, okay. You can use them. All right, I'll check this out. Maybe I'll make a video about mods. I know people do that all the time. So mine would probably just be white noise, but yeah. Anyway, cheers, man. Some will get you banned, some might. Okay, I'll check that out, Forrest. Yeah, as a Truth channel about Battlefront 2 mods. Okay, I'll check that out. Usually tells you if you can't. Gotcha. And Caretaker wanted HG is going to be nicknamed Grandpa of the Academy. I am, there's one guy that's older than me out of like 30 people. So there's some 18-year-old kids and stuff like that in there too. I am one of the oldest people. I'm the second to oldest. But yeah, man, I'm not worried about that. Just more determined. So yeah, Grandpa. Call me Grandpa, man. That's how it is. You know, it's nothing wrong with it. It's all about experience too. You know, you get to a firehouse, and obviously there's going to be like 20-year-old kids who, I'll be 35 and they'll be 20. They'll know way more. They'll know way more than me. They'll outrank me as they should. You know, that's kind of how it works. That's like when in the Navy. You know, you have a chief that's been in for 20 years, and then you have like a JG or a lieutenant that comes in fresh out of OCS, or you know. And they automatically outrank the chief, you know. That's just kind of how it is. But I'm 34. But anyway, I appreciate that, Caretaker. Jamie Lee Claus, you're positively negative YouTuber. There you go, man. HelloGreedo, you're positively negative YouTuber. Yeah, it's like, I appreciate when people say, you know, positive YouTuber and stuff like that. But I can be negative about the things that I don't like. So I always try to think of a different word to use. I don't know what's like. I made a stupid. Remember that clickbait dance that I made? Clickbait assassin. That was fun. I should make another one of those. No. Anyway, I'll take a quick sip. But I appreciate that, Jamie. Let me know what you think of those songs when you get a chance to listen to them as well. Overlorded Sith, could you make a review of local recent fan films? Let me look this up. Luker recent fan films. Oh, you brought this to my attention not too long ago. Oh, let me mute this. Oh yeah, you I think you must have been the one that brought this up. Yeah, okay. Order 66 short film. Yeah, I believe it was you. Pretty sure it was you. Smart glove review. Yeah, I mean, I probably won't end up doing a review of these, but I'd love to watch them. I've been really trying to rack my brain about. I have some really fun, dumb ideas for videos that I've had this past week, but I just have not had any time, for obvious reasons, you know, to sit down and make them. But so like I'm gonna really moving forward really have to pick and choose what I make. But if I'm going to sit down and review something, probably the thing that I would review as of right now would be the 2003 micro series, the Clone Wars micro series, you know. So that'll be the next thing overlorded. Yeah. But yeah, I do have I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, I really want to work on a couple videos. And then I thought, yeah, I got to study for 3 or 4 hours tonight. I'm going to stream. I'm going to try to get a run or a workout in. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to work on those videos. Thank you, GI Bill, for alleviating some stress, right? But yeah, man. Yeah, maybe one day. I'll love to check these out, though. Star Wars: The Old Republic short film, October 4th, 2020. It looks like this is the latest one on this channel. But anyway, rather. I appreciate that, man. And JJ, Mr. Just Jedi. Hey, HG, I made a Mandalorian helmet. Was wondering what you think about it. A long-term project for me. Armor comes soon. Check Twitter. Oh, nice. Okay, let's check this out. Did you tag? Let me see. Let me look. Search for you. Oh, sharp, man. You made that? I'm gonna keep an eye on the chat if you're still around. That is sharp, dude. So, okay, I'm gonna everybody go check out what I'm about to post on in the chat. It's Just Jedi's Twitter. So you made it. That's crazy. So, dude, this is nuts. So what is it made out of? This looks awesome. I mean, how did you sculpt and mold it? Did you can see more pictures. Yeah. So how did you sculpt and mold it? Did you carve this yourself? Did you 3D print? That looks awesome, man. I'm really impressed. Or like a model kit, something like that. You 3D printed it. That's badass, man. Yeah, that's really sharp. It's probably not super heavy, but it looks like it would be super heavy. Like it looks real. That's pretty awesome, man. Looks like you got a pretty badass backyard, too. Cool, man. That's awesome. Nice job. Maybe I'll look into a 3D printer, huh? But I appreciate the channel support and keep that up, man. That's great. Everybody go check out that link. That's really sharp. And Nuka Cola Dog, I love the content you make, and I love your Stormtrooper helmet. Well, Nuka, thank you so much for the kind words. I appreciate that. Wish I had more time to make more of the content that you love, but the next year is going to be very wishy-washy when it comes to stuff on the channel. It's probably primarily going to be a streaming channel. You know, maybe a couple videos a month. But I appreciate you saying that, man. And the helmet, if you want more info about my helmet, let's see. Sorry, guys. you want more info about my helmet and my Stormtrooper armor as a whole, I just posted a video about all of that I made 5.5 years ago, it seems like. Yeah, that's crazy. Wow. This video is 5.5 years old. That's nuts. And it's in my old house. Nice. Anyway, cheers, man. I appreciate that, Nuka. And Sofa Sith Lord, thank you so much for the channel support as well. Moon is currently on sale on Vudu for $7.99. All right. Sorry, guys. I got a little tickle in my throat. Moon movie. Let's see. So Sofa says Moon is on sale for $7.99 on Vudu. I don't think I've ever owned a movie or looked at Vudu before. Oh, no, it looks like Moon is available on Vudu for $2.99. And it looks like it's available on Prime for $2.99 as well. Oh, wait, no. That's to rent. Okay, yeah, so it looks like $2.99 to rent and $7.99 to buy. That's cool. So what I like to do, Sofa, let me take a quick sip of the old water. I like this question, Jamie. I do have a favorite a prank that my buddies pulled on me. We were not immune to one another's pranks, for sure. So Moon Blu-ray. What I like to do, Sofa, is I really like to go on eBay. If there's a movie or a game that I have interest in, I like to go on eBay and see if there's a copy that's like $2. I do this with books too. I buy used books quite often. You can get a used book for like $3 hardback. It's pretty great. So yeah, here, Moon Blu-ray pre-owned for $5 on eBay. Boom, free shipping. Here's one for $2, $2 shipping. So like, here's a brand new one for $7 Blu-ray. So yeah, I like doing that kind of stuff quite often. But yeah, so your homework this weekend or this week, everybody, is to watch 127 Hours and Moon. You're going to go on a Vince-a-thon. That's what he watched this weekend, among other things. But anyway, man. Cheers. I appreciate you bringing that to my attention, Sofa. And Stuart and Jamie and Steven, thank you guys so much for the channel support. I appreciate that. Coming in with the final super chats and channel support of the stream before I jet. Stuart says, still waiting for Mecha Luke too. I know. I'm still, I need to make it. Maybe that's, maybe what I'll do moving forward with the channel stuff, with videos, is just make goofy stuff. I think that would be fun. Even if it's 2 videos a month, making goofy stuff would be a lot of fun. So maybe Mecha Luke 2 will get thrown in there. Mecha Luke 2 is still like my favorite, or when it comes to reactions to my videos, it's one of my favorite reactions that I've ever gotten from people. There are people that take that video so serious, man. Well, you liked Luke Skywalker, the Mandalorian, but you thought people wanted Mecha Luke? No, I thought people wanted Mecha Luke? Dude, it's a video where Luke Skywalker wears mech armor and fires heat-seeking missiles from his shoulders and has 17 lightsabers. Do you think I really thought people wanted that? Or maybe I'm just playing it up. You ever think that maybe some things are just jokes and you don't have to take things so goddamn serious? Man, but I love it. I love when people get so bent out of shape about stuff like that. You can tell that they're very goofy and they take themselves and the things that they like way too serious. Dude, I love it. Oh, it puts like such a like chef kiss. I love it. Oh, I love it. But anyway, I appreciate that, Stuart. And Jamie Lee Claus, once again, thank you so much. So Jamie asked, what's the favorite prank that was ever pulled on me? So yeah. As I said, me and my friends used to pull pranks constantly in high school. This was, 20 years ago now. I graduated in 2004, so yeah, crazy. But one of my favorite pranks that my friends, like our group, pulled on me when I was out of town was, and that, if a family was out of town, in our little group, they were not immune to these pranks. So we would do it to people our own for shits and giggles. But my buddies, one night when we were out of town, my family was out of town, they went around my neighborhood. This was around Christmas time. They went around my neighborhood getting Christmas decorations from basically everyone's yard, like 3 a.m. And they just gathered everybody's Christmas decorations in the neighborhood, put it in the back of one of their cars, trucks. Another one of my buddy, I had a white Ford Explorer. Another one of my buddies had a black Ford Explorer. A lot of room. They gathered all these Christmas decorations from around the neighborhood and put them in my front yard. So until we got home, there were just a shitload of other people's Christmas decorations in our front yard. That's probably my favorite prank that was ever pulled on me. Just stupid, right? Stupid. But yeah, so yeah, I would say that's my favorite. If I think of another one, maybe I'll tweet it out. But anyway, I appreciate that, Jamie. And Steven Stiller, have you ever considered doing a seasonal helmet? Seasonal helmets. A snow trooper helmet for winter, scout trooper for fall, dusty sand trooper for summer. I love that idea. I've never thought of it. But I do like that. I do like that idea. That'd be a lot of work. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe one day, man. So when it comes to Steve, when it comes to doing another costume, I've always wanted to make a biker scout. So maybe years from now I'll do a biker scout. That's in terms of another costume. That's the only one that I've ever really, really, really wanted to do. But as a concept, man, I love that idea. Seasonal helmets, a dusty sand trooper. Yeah. So I've had my Stormtrooper armor built since 2013, I think. I think that's when I built it. And since then, I've always debated about converting my Stormtrooper armor, my TK, into a TD, into a Sand Trooper. I've just always, I always love the Sand Trooper. I've always debated about doing it, but maybe one day, Steve. As a concept, I love it. Maybe when my daughter's 18 and she's moving out of the house, I'll have some time to to build new armor. How old will I be? She's 2.5. Let's round it up to 3. So 15 years from now, I'll be 49. Okay. All right. Let's do it, man. Do it to it. Wolf Rat Thing, thank you so much for coming in with the super chat, channel support, final super chat, and channel support before I jet. I appreciate that, man. Shit, hold on. There we go. Wolf Rat Thing says, how do you feel about they are erasing the sequels rumor that keeps popping back up? I think it's just silly wishful thinking, clickbait nonsense. That's exactly what it is, man. Look, I've had this YouTube channel for 10 years. Literally, I started it in 2011. This thing's been around for 10 years. I have seen thousands of rumors come and go, wishful thinking come and go. Literally thousands in 10 years. 99.9999 repeating, fade out and fizzle to nothing. It's so weird to me what people are willing to believe. And I guess this goes further than Star Wars as well, but what people are willing to believe just because they don't like a thing. You know what I mean? Just because they wish things were different, what they are willing to believe. What bullshit they're willing to listen to and watch. Just because they fall into a camp of liking or disliking a thing, right? Yeah, it's clickbait bullshit. It's the same stuff. Yeah, it's too dumb. It's so dumb that it baffles me that people believe it. Especially it comes out of the same sources, the same channels, the same articles, the same websites that just have a zero batting average of accuracy. You know what I mean? And at what point do people stop listening to these people or reading these articles or paying attention to these websites? At what point after 99.9% of everything they've ever said never comes true and is obvious horseshit, at what point do people stop kind of start abandoning ship, I don't know. But that's just me. Anyway, I appreciate that Wolf Rat thing. Cheers, man. All right, I got to get going. Yeah, it is still. What's up, Cole? It is still going. Long stream. I need to fill up my Nalgene. Hear that? Hear that? It's on his last ounce. So, all right, guys. It is time for me to jet. I'm going to have to wake up my daughter in about 45 minutes. I'll probably hold off on studying until tonight then. Just work out for 45 minutes. Yeah, cool, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me. This was fun. We talked about a lot of stuff. I didn't mean to, piss anybody off if that was the case. If I did, I apologize, but that's how it goes. Yeah. I'll never understand it. Certain things I'll never understand, man. It's important to have a good bullshit detector. It's important and not get so entrenched with a party or a group that you're blind to its bullshit. You know what I mean? Live free, don't join. Is that what they said? Is that what Benicio del Toro said? Anyway. All right, guys. Cheers. Everybody who supported the channel through Super Chats. I appreciate the hell out of it. Jamie, let me know what you think of those songs. Let's end this thing with a fun trip to the mall. We haven't done that in a while. I can't even remember the name of the song now. Let me see if I can find it. Lilac Skies? Here we go. All right, guys. It's 1994. We're going to the mall. Where are we going? We're going to go to Sbarro? We going to Sbarro? We're going to get a slice of pizza? We're going to get a slice of pizza and then go to KB Toys, man. All right, later, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. See ya.